realise we've been repressing women for 2,000 years?
2,000 years is a long time, isn't it?
No, it's a long time to be repressing women.
2,000 years repressing women, and I'm only 46.
It's fascinating sociology, isn't it?
Yeah, fascinating.
Hello, girls.
Morning, darling.
Oh, Gwen.
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry I've been repressing you for 2,000 years.
Is he all right?
It's his brain. It won't keep still. Keeps wriggling about.
Morning, everybody.
Oh, hello.
Right, well, here are the cuts.
Oh, gold.
Yes, that's out. Can't say that, I'm afraid. You twat, Neil.
What?
Page 3. You can't say twat on television. Not on BBC Two. You can say it on 1 after midnight and on a religious programme in a strictly biological sense, but never, I'm afraid, in comedy.
Well, what can I say?
You chump. Gwen, lose both your tits.
Oh, no.
And your lines from Frig the Vicar through to bouncing up and down on the bed with a melon.
Yes.
All out.
That's 4 pages.
Well, the people upstairs thought it was really funny. You know, they really loved it.
Good.
But they cut it.
Gavin, why?
Well, love, with the anal committee report coming out, they're being very cagey, you know, and who can blame them?
I can.
Yes, so can I, you're right. But they still cut it. Neil, lose 2 bloodies. Terry, lose 4 bloodies and a botty. And David, lose the rest of the bloodies on that page, apart from Oh My Bloody Hand, where you are actually bleeding.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Look, love, there is a quota laid down of 2 bloodies per half hour. And last week, you overspent our entire budget for the series.
Yeah, well, I forgot my word.
That is no excuse for 5 minutes solid swearing. That last word you used is never to be seen on television, except possibly by lip readers on Match of the Day. Look, loves, if this goes on, they'll just simply take us off the air. They'll save a lot of money and they'll buy something nice and cheap from America. So this week, let's please do a nice, simple, tasteful show without any bad language or anything. Let's do a nice showtime or something.
What a rotten idea.
Friday night is Rutland night. And welcome to Showtime, with all the passion of romance and another messy cleaning up afterwards. With us tonight are the Arthur Greenbaum Chorale, the Larry Hindenburg Singers, Katie Schmaltz and Brian Hamstring, and the ever-lovely Norma Gelding. But first, here's Rod McQueen with The Smoke of Autumn Bonfire.
And so, the dipping crocus gives way to some blooms, parading in the sunlight their glorious costumes, o'er a land of green on green. You came to me that day, while the smoke of autumn bonfires seemed, oh, so far away. So get 'em off, baby! Give it to me now! Well, I'm probably like the whippoorwill. Come on, you stupid cow! Well, I'm gonna be your lover. Well, one way or another. Yeah, get 'em off, baby! Yeah, give it to me now!
Turning back the pages of musical history, we come to the wonderful world of Fred Astaire and Ginger Baker, Gene Kelly, and before them, the unforgettable...
What's that you're playing?
Oh, just a piano.
I like you. You're kind of cute.
Oh, I'm just an ordinary fellow.
Me too. We were made for each other.
Hang it all. Why pretend?
We're just the janitor's kids playing on the penthouse floor. We know we shouldn't be here, but we've done it many times before. We're just the janitor's kids pretending to be millionaires, sipping champagne glasses and sitting in expensive chairs.
Knee-deep in carpet with the help of Daddy's key.
Hope that he don't get the sack on account of you and me.
We're up in paradise, high above the poor. We're just the janitor's kids playing on the penthouse floor.
Hey, haven't I seen you someplace before?
It's a small world.
Monte Carlo.
St. Moritz.
Of course, you were the one that came out of the cave.
And you were selling snowballs.
We're up in paradise, high above the poor. We're just janitor's kids playing on the penthouse floor.
Hello, Peter. Hello, Philip. Hello, Brian. Hello, Eric. Hello, Alan. Hello, David. Hello, Bernard. Hello, Robin. It's Freddie. Oh, yes, that's right. Hello, Freddie. How are you?
Very well, thanks, Peter Tar, yes.
Hello, Peter. What are you having?
Well, I think champagne and cigars would be in order.
Good news?
Yes, it's my wife. She's having another.
Again?
Yes.
Bubbly, please, Frank.
Celebrating, Peter?
Yes, it's my wife, Veronica. She's going to have an affair.
A new one?
Yes.
Oh, congratulations, Peter.
Is it a first?
No, we've had one before.
Oh, they say the second's easier.
When's it due?
Oh, any day now.
Usually late.
Is she having it at home?
No, she's going into a clinic. She's got a private room.
Oh, terribly nice. When did she first tell you?
Oh, this morning. Oh, she's been broody for some time, and when she started going to the doctor regularly, I sensed something. Oh, hello, darling. You're home early.
Yes, I've been to see Dr. Paul again.
Oh, how is he?
Fine. Well, in fact, darling, he examined me.
All right.
And it's true. It's wonderful news.
Veronica.
Yes. We're going to have an affair.
Oh, come and sit down, darling. You're going to need all your strength.
I can hardly believe it. I'm having a new affair.
When?
Well, before Christmas, I can start knitting for two.
Is that another one then, Mr. Redding?
Yes, this is the latest.
Oh, isn't he lovely?
And the doctor as well.
He looks a lot like you.
Yes.
What about a little friend for him?
I mean, she should have another one.
Well, they'll keep each other company at that age.
Oh, I think it's a bit early for her to start thinking about another affair. Besides, I'm pregnant.
Tomorrow night on Autocue, there's some good news about receptionist Janet Thrush. She's leaving the series. She and Colin Spode have finally managed to break it off. And whilst Colin's trying to get it back on again, Janet has gone to America for medical help, where she's fallen in love with a fine new heart and lung machine. Kevin, the lovable idiot cripple, has been to Lourdes to see if either his legs or his part can get better. Eunice, who's been desperate for a bit, is getting quite serious with Ray Mail, and he's doing his best to pull her together. All of this you can see tomorrow night on Autocue. Tomorrow night also sees the return of the David Frost programme again.
Well, that's most interesting. Now, can I ask, first of all, how many people in the audience are still awake? Will you hold your hands up, please? Nobody, I see. Well, that's most interesting. Can I return to you, Professor? I see. Great, wonderful, most interesting. Time for an ad-lib joke. There were these 3 Irishmen. Well, no, better make them Welsh. Irish is too controversial.
Well, you'll be able to see more of the quick-fire wit and humour of David Frost on the David Frost programme again tomorrow. The Friday feature film is as exciting as ever.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Please make yourself at home.
What do you mean, redecorate and everything?
No, just relax as if you were at home.
Oh, I never relax at home.
Ah, well, in that case, please make yourself away from home.
Oh, thank you.
Hey!
Oh, I'm sorry. I always behave badly away from home. Sorry.
All right. Well, what can I do for you?
Well, I'd like to join the AA, please.
Good. Well, you've certainly come to the right place. Just a minute.
What?
We've gone into subtitles.
Oh, dear.
Could we get rid of the subtitles, please? Thank you. Right, now then, as I was saying...
What?
I said, as I was saying...
I can't hear you for the bloody aircraft.
Oh, don't worry about that, sir. That's Concorde.
Concorde?
Yes, beautiful plane, isn't it? Such a great achievement.
What?
I said it's such a great achievement to be able to carry businessmen so expensively to Bahrain.
Yes, if only they'd stay there.
What?
Oh, never mind.
Phew, that's better. Lucky it doesn't pass overhead. Right, now then, you wanted to join the AA, was that right?
That is correct, yes.
Good, right. Well, go behind the screen and just fill this up.
What's that?
A specimen, sir.
What for?
Well, to make sure you're physically fit.
Why?
We don't want any weeds in the AA.
I didn't know you had to pass a medical to join the AA.
Of course you do. Look, I'll test your eyesight. OK? Read this.
Slowly, as if half awake, beautiful Sheila slipped off her negligee in the moonlight. Utterly naked, she started to bend down, and I can't read anymore.
Ah, pity. I was starting to enjoy it. I can't read that small print. Right, now then, have you had any major operations?
No? Why?
Oh, it's just you can get them slightly cheaper on the AA, that's all. Got a degree?
No.
Want one?
What?
An AA degree?
I don't think you're an AA man at all.
Of course I am. What's this?
It's a uniform.
An AA uniform.
Well, that doesn't prove anything.
Well, I've read all the books. Drive, the AA manual, the AA map book.
No,
yeah.
no.
All right. But would you believe me if I showed you my...
Your what? What?
It's been cut.
Oh, well, we'd better leave it then, haven't we?
OK. Ian, is there anything we can say instead of membership card?
It's music time again. All the way from Australia, will you welcome, please, Kevin Ellis with his moving ballad of man's love for his fellow animal.
Good day. I'd like to sing an old Australian love song, if I might. Rover the drover is not what he seems, 'cause he stole the heart of the cow of my dreams. Yes, Rover the drover won't come back no more, 'cause he stole the heart of the cow I adore. Moo. There are a lot more verses. About 157 more verses.
Judy Garland, the toast of kings, the delight of queens, and after her, her daughter, Lisa. Lisa with a Z. Or indeed with a Z. Romping through the gay, uncluttered world of Nazi Germany. From that epoch, here's a carefree ballad of l'amour, or as the Germans called it, Lebenstraum.
Stamp your feet and clap your hands. We are the slaves of freedom. Somewhere there's a promised land. We are the slaves of freedom. Where we can do what we like. We are the slaves of freedom. Where no one gets off their bike. We are the slaves of freedom. Freedom is the handle on the bucket of your soul. The goldfish of your bowl, the shampoo of perfection in the bathroom of your dreams. Freedom is the universe and everything it seems. Oh yeah. Until we die, we are the slaves of freedom. There's no sense in wondering why. We are the slaves of freedom. So pick up your heavy load. We are the slaves of freedom. And keep on trucking down the road. We are the slaves of freedom. The management accepts no responsibility for any articles of clothing or accessories, such as handbags or umbrellas, or books on self-defense, or things left unattended in the ladies or the gents. Oh yeah. Let's do something really rude. We are the slaves of freedom. We can't all be wired. We are the slaves of freedom. So let's stick out our tongues and we are the slaves of freedom. Freedom is a handle on the bucket of your soul, the image of illusion in the goldfish of your bowl, the pedestal of purpose in the bathroom of your dreams. Freedom is the universe and everything it seems. Oh yeah.
Sunday afternoon and another demonstration. But this Sunday, it's a demonstration with a difference. These angels are protesting against severe redundancies in their work. Nowadays, times are hard even for angels, and this demonstration is just the tip of the iceberg. Later on this month, they're planning to lobby the Pope, and they may even disrupt the 4th Test match. What is it that has driven them out of the miracles and onto the streets?
Sheer desperation. The unemployment among angels is now critical. 2 out of 6 cherubim are out of work. The redundancy scheme is hopelessly inadequate. And of course, as immortals, there's no retirement and consequently no pension.
Last time we protested, our union representative, the then angel Satan, was kicked out of heaven and blacklisted. Since then, of course, he set up an alternative management and he's doing very well for himself.
What is the basic cause of this discontent amongst the younger angels, O Lord?
Unfortunately, the management refused to talk to any of our reporters, although we did manage to speak to one of his servants for a small fee.
It's true that angels have had a rough deal since the Middle Ages. They used to have their pictures painted and they were always around for a miracle, but nowadays there's just no call for them, I'm afraid.
Thank you, Father. Will £1 be all right? These angels have been maintaining this sit-in now for several weeks, frustrating all police attempts to remove them. Nine times they've been evacuated and 10 times they've returned. So far, the police have been totally unable to cope with the problem.
It's totally unfair. We've been trying to shift this lot for 4 weeks now, and they keep cheating. Every time we try to put the boot in, they fly away. Still, we're going to try insect repellent next.
Well, you certainly look fed up. Is it in fact as bad as all that?
Well, think of the hours we work. We're bloody immortal. We haven't had a day off since the 7th day when God rested. And Gabriel's been blowing his trumpet for over 5,000 years.
The living conditions are appalling, Brian. The land's flowing with milk and honey. That means you can't put your feet anywhere without treading up to your ankles in a sticky mess of semi-pasteurised.
The other day, I got up, feet into the milk and honey. By the time I got to the toilet, I was walking on butter.
One angel who has solved the problem is now the chief cashier at a West London bank.
Well, after 2 million years' service, I decided to jack it in and get a proper job. I'm much happier working here at the National Westminster Bank, and, of course, you do get a pension.
It's not true, then, that you had to leave because of some trouble with the cherubim?
No, this is a wicked rumour put around by the people upstairs. In fact, the cherubim is now my lovely wife, Peter.
Well, thank you very much indeed for talking to us.
Not at all.
Many dissatisfied angels have opted for this way out. Archangel Ray has opened a hairdressing salon in Wolverhampton, whilst Angel Nobby runs a successful massage parlour and high-class escort agency. Not all ex-angels, however, have been so lucky.
I used to be in heaven, up on cloud 9, with a silver lining I used to call mine. Now you can find me walking the street. I'm a fallen archangel, woo my poor feet.
Whistle a happy tune, oh, whistle a happy tune. That's a funny thing, isn't it? I mean, why sing whistle a happy tune?
Oh, I think you're supposed to whistle it.
Oh, yeah? Well, you sing whistle while you work, don't you?
Ah, yes, but you're not working while you sing whistle while you work. If you were working, you'd have to whistle while you work.
You're an argumentative bastard, aren't you?
Oh, no, I don't mean to be. It's just I like logic and ambiguity.
Oh, Professor William Empson, I presume.
Well, actually, my name is William.
But not Empson?
No, it's,
What?
No, it doesn't matter.
What is it?
No, it's a silly name.
What?
No, it's too silly. William will do.
What is it?
No, you'll laugh.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will. People always do.
No, go on, tell me. I won't laugh. William what?
Plastic B-Day.
What? William Plastic B-Day?
Yes. You laughed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do apologise. How rude.
Not at all.
Well, William Plastic B-Day, how come you're hanging round this postbox then? Is it your game to check that postman?
No.
Oh, well, there are thousands who do.
What do you mean?
Postal groupies.
Postal groupies?
Yeah, shameless post office groupies who'll stop at nothing to tamper with Her Majesty's mails. Oh, it's a great problem. What's your game then?
Oh, very simply, I've just put the wrong letter in the wrong envelope, and it's very important that it doesn't go.
Oh, well, William Plastic B-Day, I'd like to help you.
Thanks.
But I can't. Once that letter drops in the box, it's finished.
Oh, dear.
Once the fingers let go of that envelope, it's the property of Her Majesty. It's a sacred, inviolable trust. If God himself asked for his letter back, I should have to say no.
Oh, dear.
If the Virgin Mary went down on her bended knees and asked for her Paul's coupon back, I should have to go and say her.
Yes?
If the present Pope and all his cardinals, bishops... and
Okay, I'll get the picture. Well, look, what if I was to give you something?
A bribe?
Yes.
Ah, well, that's different.
Fine.
I should have you arrested.
Well, look, it's very important. It's a letter to my wife.
Oh, cherchez la femme.
What?
Look out, the wife. It's French. Directly I cocked eyes on your dilemma, I said to myself, Arthur Hipjoint, I said.
Is that your name?
What?
Arthur Hipjoint?
Yeah. Don't laugh! Don't laugh, it's a perfectly ordinary name.
Please, take me with you. I'll do anything.
Bloody postal groupies.
Oh, please. I'll take you to my room and...
And what?
It's been cut.
Well, wasn't there a rewrite?
Yeah. I'll take you to my room and eat biscuits.
Well, that's not very good, is it?
Terrible.
Hey, do you think we can go and get it changed?
Try.
There we go, you know, but I mean, we've had a lot of trouble on the series, love. Good afternoon, and welcome to the finals of the All England Most Boring Man in the World competition. And as usual, the competition here this afternoon is very dull, so let's go over right away and take a look at the field. Well, there's the field... No, sorry, look, Sorry, I meant the field of competitors. It's a sort of sporting cliché, sorry. And there we can see the leader at the moment, 42-year-old Graham Parker of Kidderminster, who has been talking for 14 hours, 57 minutes about the shortcut between the B33331 and the B4920 in Leicestershire.
The minor road which adjoins the B3331 and to proceed for about, well, 200 yards or 300, well, maybe 400 yards.
Well, there he is, Graham Parker, superbly dull and in the lead at the moment. And we'll be coming back to this as soon as nothing exciting happens. But let's go over right away and take the latest news on what's happening in the ladies' event.
Well, good afternoon, David, and there's quite a turnout here this afternoon for the Mrs. Boredom event, which, as you remember, last year was won so convincingly by Mrs. Barbara Fletcher of Ealing with her talk and illustrated slides of her visit to Broadstairs. And this year her subject is frogs, and this has had the judges really nodding in their seats. Well, they're taking the lunch break here at the moment, but her challenger is doing so well that she's not taking lunch, but is going on and on and on about her sister-in-law's wedding in Dunstable.
Well, of course, then we noticed the shoes didn't match because the bridesmaid's dress was an organdy. Well, the thing was, Frank wanted to save money, and he said, well, nobody would notice if Stephanie didn't wear the blue shoes again. Well, there was the most terrible panic on. You should have seen our faces, because there was only another 3 weeks to go before the wedding. Well, luckily, Frank knew this bloke who had a Daimler.
Well,
so
there she is, the challenger, Mrs. Hargreaves, and let's now take a quick look at the latest play in the Miss Great Boar of Britain finals. And yes, I think Miss Rugby's up there at the moment.
I'd like to water ski, and to improve my fellow man, and to be a nurse.
Well, sorry to interrupt this superbly unexciting match, but there's been a surprise upset in the men's doubles where Keith Newt and Ronnie Trout have been disqualified for being interesting.
Well, this is the fourth time that Newt and Trout have faced the Australian pair, and I fancy that the round table talk is really starting to pay off for them. Newt now to serve.
I remember once at a meeting of the Bromsgrove or Redditch branch of the Round Table.
I think it was the Redditch, Keith.
It might have been the Redditch, it could have been the Bromsgrove.
Might have been the Bromsgrove, but I think it was the Redditch.
Redditch or Bromsgrove.
Definitely Redditch or Bromsgrove.
Redditch or Bromsgrove anyway.
Absolutely.
Superb play, wonderfully contained, that Redditch or Bromsgrove rally. Really left the Australians right out of it.
Well, anyway, the chairman for that evening was having an affair with a married woman.
Oh, I remember her, big girl.
Oh, they'll have to watch this.
That's right, she took all her clothes off.
Oh, that's right, and danced naked on the table amongst the peach Melba.
Ah, they've been disqualified. I thought they might. They've been dull about sex before, and they obviously thought it might pay off again, but what a mistake to play at this time against the Australians.
Well, don't forget, there's still a chance for you all to vote for our own Boar's Night competition to find the most boring person on television. Remember, politicians are excluded. They have their own competition at Westminster. So, will it be Jackie Stewart again?
I'm not sure that this is true, but these are damn good tyres.
Or will it be somebody else? Well, we'll soon find out. Till then, just till then, really.
It's hard to make it when you're straight. It gets better, much better, the more you deviate. If you're remotely regal, it's absolutely legal. You can blame it on your mother if you want to love a brother. Just find a special friend and you'll get lucky in the end. But it's hard to make it when you're straight. It's hard.
So very hard.
It's hard.
So very hard.
It's hard to make it when you're straight. When there's nothing in the closet you want to liberate. If your instincts as a pansy are only transient, you can talk about it freely without embarrassment. But if the ring upon your finger is the only thing that's bent, then it's hard to make it when you're straight. It's hard to...
Well, I'm afraid that programme has been taken off. Next week, at the same time, there'll be a gap.